Welcome to Top Stories Today. Please subscribe and then check notification box to get all breaking news alert. Must see. Hillary slams Trump for abuse of power, warns him not to prosecute her. Video. File. Hillary Clinton is scared out of her mind right now, without question. She knows her Uranium One Russia scandal isn't going away anytime soon. The DOJ is onto her schemes. Why else would she lash out like this? Check it.
As you know, President Trump has tried to flip the script and now says the Justice Department should be investigating you. Mm-hmm. And this week we learned that Attorney General Sessions is considering a special counsel to probe the Uranium One deal and alleged conflicts with the Clinton Foundation. What's your reaction to this?
You know, I regret deeply that this appears to be the politicization of the Justice Department and our justice system. This Uranium One story has been debunked countless times by members of the press, by independent experts. It is nothing but a false charge that the Trump administration is trying to drum up in order to avoid attention being directed at them. I mean, even Trey Gowdy, somebody who's hardly a fan of mine, said that there doesn't seem to be the basis for a special counsel. Of course, there isn't. But if I try to take myself out of it, which, is kind of hard because it's personally offensive that they would do this, but taking myself out of it, this is such an abuse of power, and it goes right at the rule of law. As Secretary of State, I went around the world bragging about America's rule of law, that we were a nation of laws, not of men, and the justice system was blind, and obviously, we were proud of that, but we had to always be vigilant to make sure that it remained so. And if they send a signal that we're going to be like some dictatorship, some authoritarian regime where political opponents are going to be unfairly, fraudulently investigated, that rips at the fabric of the contract we have, that we can trust our justice system. And with all of our problems, and you know them and I know them, ultimately we have to stand up for that, and we have to believe that, and we have to fix the problems when they occur and when justice is denied. But moving into the political realm is something that we've never seen, and it will be incredibly demoralizing to people who have served in the Justice Department under both Republicans and Democrats, because they know better. But it will also send a terrible signal to our country and the world that somehow we are giving up on the kind of values that we used to live by and that we used to promote worldwide.
So you have a lot of experience with special counsels. Yeah. How concerned are you about a special counsel investigating you? Is this something that you're preparing for?
I'm not concerned because I know that there's no basis to it. I regret if they do it because it will be such a disastrous step into politicizing the justice system. And at the end of the day, nothing will come of it, but it will cause a lot of terrible consequences that we might live with for a really long time.
From Politico, former Secretary of State Hillary Clinton has slammed President Donald Trump for suggesting that a special prosecutor investigate her role in the Uranium One deal, a current cause célèbre among conservative commentators and some House Republican lawmakers. Taking myself out of it. This is such an abuse of power, and it goes right at the rule of law, Clinton told Mother Jones in an interview posted Wednesday night. As Secretary of State, I went around the world bragging about America's rule of law. If they send a signal that we are going to be like some dictatorship, some authoritarian regime where political opponents are going to be unfairly, fraudulently investigated, that rips at the fabric of the contract that we have, that we can trust our justice system. More, via Daily Caller, Clinton's comments are regarding her time serving as Secretary of State. Russia routed millions of dollars to the Clinton Foundation, and former President Bill Clinton collected hundreds of thousands of dollars in Russian-speaking fees as part of Russian efforts to influence the U.S. government to approve the deal, The Hill reported. Republican chairmen of two House committees announced in late October they would launch a probe into a Uranium One deal, and former President Barack Obama-era Justice Department's investigation of the deal. What do you think about this? Please share this news and scroll down to comment below, and don't forget to subscribe Top Stories today.